Today we'll talk about Google's announcement to sunset Universal Analytics, what it means, and what you need to do now. In this video, we'll explain what Google's announcement's all about and how Monster Insights helps our users make this change manageable and helps them get the most out of Google Analytics 4. Google announced that it will begin sunsetting the old version of Google Analytics called Universal Analytics on July the 1st, 2023. Google Analytics 4, or GA4, launched in late 2020 and introduced new privacy features, robust reporting, predictive intelligence, and deeper integration with other Google products like Google Ads. So what does this change mean for you? Well, there's nothing you need to do immediately. You can still use both versions of Google Analytics with no downsides or differences in the performance of your website. But you should set up a Google Analytics 4 property and start sending data into that account as soon as possible. After the sunset date passes, Universal Analytics will no longer receive any new data. This is why it's essential to start feeding that data into both GA3 and GA4 now. So why should you begin sending data into GA4? Well, when you set up a GA4 property, it's like starting all over, like starting from scratch. So none of your historical data is going to be in it. So if you want to use any of that historical data after July the 1st, 2023, it's important to start sending it to your GA4 property now. After that date, there's no way to send additional data to Universal Analytics for analysis or comparison. So in short, Universal Analytics will just stop working. You'll be able to see your data, but it won't be tracking your site any longer. So what's different about GA4? Well, nearly everything. While the list of official changes just keeps growing every day, there are 7 main things that we believe are going to impact our users. The reporting interface is completely new. You'll notice that the new version looks much different. Previous reports have been renamed or removed, and in some cases, entire metrics are gone. While GA4 allows you to build your customized reports, you can expect a steep learning curve. However, if you're using Monster Insights, you can expect the reports to look and function like normal for the foreseeable future. The way data is tracked is different. Your data is stored and reported much differently in GA4. Now there's a stream of data versus a focus on sessions. For everyday users, this means that you'll need to familiarize yourself with new terms and new report views. Some metrics are entirely new. In GA4, metrics are reported differently and some are entirely removed. For example, bounce rate isn't included in GA4 and it's been replaced with engagement metrics like engagement time and engaged sessions. Goals are gone, conversion events are in. Using goals to measure events, sales page views, and funnel performance has changed in Google Analytics 4. Instead of creating a goal, you'll need to tag specific events as goals for reporting. Thankfully, GA4 allows you to create up to 30 types of conversion events per property, but you'll have to do the setup yourself. Privacy is emphasized. Now, as you might expect, analyzing user behavior and their website activity can result in their personally identifiable information being stored and accessed. Now, with new laws like GDPR and PECR, GA4 was built with these restrictions in mind to help you stay more compliant. Smart data modeling is included, and it's getting smarter. As Google Analytics artificial intelligence becomes more advanced, you can see more helpful insights and ways to improve your marketing and website performance. And if you're using Google Ads to drive traffic to your site, you can expect to see new ways to analyze how your marketing spend is translating into sales. And many more new features are still coming. Google Analytics 4 is a complete revamp of tracking and measuring user activity on websites and apps built for today's world. So we can expect to see continued updates and additions to features, reports, and data metrics in GA4. You can expect a steep learning curve for anyone unfamiliar with events, pivot tables and filters, and even folks who focus on data analysis will notice a significant transition to measuring and tracking user activity. But despite all the new reporting interfaces, new data collection, and other features in GA4, Monster Insights has always been focused on making it easy for you to see the stats that matter right on your WordPress dashboard. And that mission is not going to change with GA4. Now, we've been preparing for this change for quite some time, well ahead of Google's official announcement. All users of Monster Insights have options to start using both versions of Google Analytics easily and with no coding needed. You might be asking, can I see which version of Google Analytics my site's using? Why, yes, we've built a tool to help you quickly determine which version of Google Analytics your site's running. Just visit the link in the description to our website and simply enter in your site's URL to see which version we detect. You might be asking, how do I send data into Google Analytics 4? Well, to start with GA4, you'll need to create a new Google Analytics 4 property. If you already are using Universal Analytics, see the link in the description to our step-by-step guide on how to upgrade to Google Analytics 4. Alternatively, if you're starting with a new Google Analytics account, and we've also put together a comprehensive guide on adding Google Analytics to your WordPress site. Just visit the links in the description. If you created your Google Analytics account after October 14th, 2020, well, there's a good chance that you're already using Google Analytics 4. You might be asking, do I have to make any website code changes? Well, if you're using Monster Insights, we've made this transition easy with our dual tracking feature. It allows you to send data to both versions of Google Analytics quickly and easily. This feature will allow you to future-proof your analytics starting today. Now, if you're not using Monster Insights, you'll need to ensure that you have the proper tracking code set up and installed on your site. Any manual codes or triggers or events are going to have to be rewritten and tested before the sunset of Universal Analytics. Now, you might also ask, can I import my GA3 data into a GA4 property? Unfortunately, at this time, an automatic import process is just not available. Now, this is why it's even more important to start tracking inside Google Analytics 4 as soon as you can so that you can view and compare your historical data and events in the future. All right, so what's next? Well, if you haven't already installed Monster Insights and started to send data into Google Analytics 4 with our dual tracking feature, you'll want to do that just as soon as possible. Your last day to send data into Universal Analytics is June the 30th, 2023. And as we get closer to this date, you can expect to see more notifications and warnings directly from Google to take this action. You can also expect to see more changes in GA4 as people start to use the platform. Make sure you check out our blog for the latest updates and to keep your version of Monster Insights updated to get the latest releases and features. We'll do our best to keep you updated on all the latest developments that will affect you as we all learn about this platform together. With Monster Insights, you get the website stats that matter. See why we're used by more than 3 million websites. Get a special discount by visiting the link in the description. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials, explainers, and helpful content like this. We'll see you next time.